On the same day Canadians heard the economy is shrinking, they also heard that under the government's expanded childcare benefit, billions of dollars will wind up going to families who don't even need it. The parliamentary budget watchdog looked at the government's proposed plan to enhance the universal childcare benefit. What it found, many of the families who would benefit most wouldn't even have childcare expenses. Senior correspondent Terry Milewski has more on this. Terry.
Well, Peter, there are really two stories here. One, a huge increase in federal spending on childcare under the Conservatives. And two, which families exactly are getting most of the money?
Canada's mums and dads deserve all of the help that we can give them.
Last year, the Prime Minister sharply increased tax benefits for parents. So it's $160 a month for younger kids and $60 a month for teenagers up to 17.
So what have you got for homework?
Stephanie Barker likes the money, although she doesn't need it for childcare since she stays home with her kids.
I, quite frankly, would prefer to see it plowed back into fighting child hunger, child poverty.
But now the parliamentary budget officer says the program costs a bundle and that parents with teenagers get most of the cash. The PBO says federal spending on childcare has soared from $600 million a year 10 years ago to $7.7 billion this year. And it says 51% of that money goes to parents with teenage kids.
Almost 50% of the overall package goes to families who have children older than 13, and which means it's very unlikely that they have any childcare expenses. So, I mean, that's the reality of the policy.
The honourable leader of the opposition.
Of course, the opposition seized on that.
Families with older kids or kids who aren't even in childcare actually get more benefits than families with kids who are in childcare.
But the Prime Minister had no apology for all that spending.
Total federal spending on childcare has nearly quadrupled under this government.
And the party of fiscal conservatism cheered. So do many parents, even those who admit they don't need it.
That's a total election lollipop. It's to make people feel good and happy that the government is doing something positive.
The opposition agrees that it is an election lollipop. They say it won't create any new childcare spaces, and many parents agree. But they're not rushing to send the money back, Peter.
All right, Terry, thank you. Terry Milewski in Ottawa tonight.